Tier 1, we head towards ESL Pro League. It's a different lease of life. But ladies and gents, let's get things underway. We are heading towards Inferno. Eternal Fire's pick, as they've already stolen away fnatic's. What do they got for us? As fnatic start on that CT side.
Slow move up Banana here. Not a lot of noise for an Inferno pistol. QB's ready and waiting with these Julies round the corner, though. They will move fast. Smoke goes down, but they are way ahead of it. They've spotted him out towards CT. He's going into the mixer. Oh my goodness, absolutely deleted. Afro at the back end of the site, only one for him. An advantage immediately for Eternal Fire as the bomb plant comes down. Matties is quite late on the rotation, so it looks very, very good here for the T side.
It's decent. It really is. KRIMZ falling. Maybe a chance, potentially, for fnatic to work with. This retake got to hit a couple of shots, basically untraded, to give them a chance. Creeping through. Body gets caught by Wakadia, and he doubles it down as well. Lovely stuff. It's just KRIMZ left. And Wakadia, 4K to his name. What a start for the youngster. You see what it means to him as well. Getting a little loud. Exactly what we want. We want to see Eternal Fire fired up, right? In the name, in the game. We want to see these guys start to really feel it. Stick around. Really nice way to start it off as well. Onto your own pick, coming through and making that one look so comfortable. Exactly what we'd expect out of them. So, fnatic, how do you respond, right? You can't really go for a force buy here, so you kind of have to give up a second as well. Eternal Fire, 2-0 star. They're going primarily Mach 10s in this one as well, so they could be about to farm a hell of a lot of cash.
Again, very slow from Eternal Fire. Really trying to see what they can get away with in the early game. I quite like it. It's some decent conditioning, I think. You know, just what does the setup look like? What do they like doing? And getting in their heads early on. Play aggressive. It can be risky against the higher end teams, but they feel like they are the better squad. They can win out the raw Angels a lot more often. And I think that that is just fairly true, to be honest, given what we saw on the previous map. Some of the fnatic players were lagging behind from a fragging perspective. KRIMZ catching them off. XANTARES goes digging. Imagine QB gets away with that, by the way. That would be absolutely wild if he's just able to ninja defuse in the eco round.
Do you remember, is it Simple, I think? I don't know if you remember that one where he stood there and he got away with it. Like a ridiculous one ages ago. I want to say it was like 2 years ago, maybe now. Boxic should fall here. Will fall. So KRIMZ going to get himself a Mach 10. All right, they're getting a couple of kills in the tail end here. Oh, they're getting 4 kills out of 5. That's really not actually terrible for fnatic. The fact that XANTARES even looks in for some of the tail end as well is kind of wild. But yeah, that was, you know, it's good that Eternal Fire win it, but that was very expensive. They were actually made to work for them a little bit. Yeah, not the end of the world.
Yeah, in the end. I know, yeah, it's a little jokey in it. XANTARES is also like, is this guy for real?
It's expensive, though, when you think about it, considering it was just USPs across the board. Walking away with 4 to 5 kills, that's not terrible. That could be a little confidence booster, potentially. Maybe. We'll see. fnatic, God knows they need it. It's not a start. Not a good start at all. XANTARES and Woxic combined. They're met with a nade, but that'll confirm that there's probably only max 1 over towards B now. Surely you just go and try and overwhelm him.
You would assume so. Utility raining on over the top, but they're not looking to take too much time. I think KRIMZ is thinking about, you know, joining the rest of the squad and saving Wakadia. Oh my goodness. Timing getting away from him, but he should have this one. I will say Afro's on the way quickly. That throws a bit of a spanner in the works. Oh my god, what is going on? Everyone's just spotting each other out. Wakadia, however, he had that smoke as a failsafe. Gets the kill on KRIMZ eventually and can keep these rotators at bay, who absolutely should be saving now.
Yeah, Wakadia. He's like 30 kills at the end there, but The edge run away. He is given the luxury of falling away too, so keep that alive. You want to drop over an AK as well. Would be a real luxury for a fnatic, to be perfectly honest. You know, to be. Afro, anything at the end here? No, is the answer. The last man is at a QB spotted, and he will get a kill in all fairness. The Mac 10 getting a frag, potentially an upgrade too, and of course a bit of kill bonus. You're not going to say no, but he will get caught by XANTARES. Eternal Fire lock in their third. This is good. Coming in towards Inferno, setting the tempo, setting the pace really well, really effectively out the gate. This is the, Eternal Fire that we know and love. This map particularly, I think, really highlights a lot of the strengths of this team. The individuals can step up. But it was simple, right? An opening double kill towards Banana. Before you know it, that's basically the round. Done and dusted, really.
So, fnatic, got to try and do something with the save weaponry that they have. We love this boost. Towards the end of Go, it was incredibly popular. But bringing it back for CS2, I suppose. Nice little nade onto XANTARES, tagged down in the early stage. Eternal Fire again, though, just ready and waiting for some kind of aggression if it ever comes. It doesn't look like it will. Banking an awful lot on this boost, try and find an early frag. B does seem to be a popular location for Eternal Fire.
Matties, hoping to find something. Hang on. XANTARES, what do you know? What do you know? How do you know? Oh my god. Is this just like a normal thing for fnatic that they've prepared? But I mean, it does so much damage. Okay, fair enough. Crazy. Doesn't get the kill, but does so much towards body. 16 points of HP. KRIMZ should catch QB, but doesn't. Labour spray as he fluffs his lines. And, well, numbers advantage, not bad. Wicadia declared, looking likely, and he will. So brings it level once again. He looks to wrap towards the site.
Cadia holding the extremity as QB goes down. That should allow space for the bomb plants. It is body with that M4, but you don't really see him find it very much. However, USP comes away with a kill, so maybe we are going to try and give this a go. They're going to be buying into the next round anyway, so you might as well. Body with the long con out through apartments. Afro, oh my goodness, wow. Woxic, 1v2, finds the first. Doesn't really know where the second man is, but he plays it so well. However, going to go down, and I think there's enough time for the defuse if he can find the bomb in time. Yeah, it's a little close, little on the edge, but an eco win coming out for fnatic.
Fair play. Really important rounds. Rounds they absolutely have to try and contest in. You know, there's been some real awkward moments and some real rough showings from fnatic, but getting rounds like that will absolutely, in some way, change a bit of the narrative. I'm still quite baffled at, you know, the nade stack. This is definitely something they know, right? On the eco to like to pull off something like this. This is an expectation, but yeah, good response. Obviously that shot once again as well. It was so crisp. Yeah. Later. Down you go. Woxic was close as well, but he just couldn't took his head around that box. So, fnatic for the first. Orb coming out. That's aggro. That's very aggro. Afro, free kill for him. Woxic just pushed his way through the smoke. No need. He did have the supporting flash over towards top Banana, so he was always going to be on the back foot.
Wicadia creeping forwards here. Very, very quick move, aggressive move, you have to say. KRIMZ has got the better of him, though. And fnatic in for their second, quite possibly. Oh. Alright, Matt is just going to play it safe.
Doubling up here. Body and Matties. It's the play. Walker's eerily quiet too, but time is ticking. 40 seconds, boys. Got to make a decision. With 3 remaining. Or Eternal Fire. Bit of magic needed. Should be playing Baug. Yeah, I think he just spotted a leg. He did. And he'll get a kill on the fadeaway as well. Nicely done. That's the bomb spotted. Now they can calm the rotates over. The AWP misses a shot, and Major will catch him as he looks for more. Avoids the flash too, so he started to wrap through. Sight itself is clear, but he's got to try and find it, and KRIMZ saves body's life there on the rotation. fnatic found a second. Good work. Good work. Consecutive rounds for them. They've been quite elusive at times for fnatic, but that'll really help.
Yeah, fnatic looking good. As we mentioned on Overpass, the CT side was much better from them. So I think going from the CT side into another is quite nice for them to work with in that sense. Eternal Fire without cash here, so they have to just stomach the loss on this one, stomach the even up, and then try and come back at it. I'd like to see something maybe a bit faster, maybe a bit burstier. You know, they're playing quite contact heavy. So something more pack based, you know, get 3 players off the back of a flash, try and overwhelm a certain spot.
So far, nothing really on offer to work with for a turn. No, boys, come on now. Come on now. XANTARES stabs at KRIMZ in the back. Yeah, I hate to see it. I mean, I guess of all the rounds for that to happen, this isn't the worst one, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of feeling like one of those classic kind of attack pauses, as well, call an attack pause type vibe. They're going to sell a fake towards A. I hope the bomb can go down here. Big flying. God, KRIMZ lines them all up. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. So that fake is anything but flawless round. With really not that much damage even being dealt. No kill. Nice and easy. KRIMZ, ever present, ever reliable. Nice and simple. And the eco comes to nothing. So we're going to see attack pause called here. Of course, Katie getting on the mic pretty immediately for him. Important to just try and level things out. Favoring the side as well for Eternal Fire. Speaking his piece, but you see it's not too bad. fnatic look already considerably more comfortable than they did at the start of Overpass.
It is true. It is very, very true. I think, again, as mentioned, stringing the rounds together, getting their CT side rolling. It is an area of the game where they look a lot stronger. Their T sides, I think, have been lacking for me. Still coming together, still figuring things out, and it is a bit of a ragtag bunch. You know, you have many, many different styles, a few promising names, etc. The fnatic roster has not quite been up to par. Eternal Fire looking to take them down in 2, but at the moment, there is some fight in the old dog yet. Nice nade to kick things off. There is some trade damage. It's the kill for Matties, however. Ready for the move through. Oh, blocks it, gonna fall to body spam. fnatic ready for Eternal Fire to change up the pace. As I suggested, as would be suggested by the timeout. And indeed, it's just straight into the fnatic hands.
Yeah, man, fair play. It is a classic, right? Call a time, I'll go for something quick. It's so simple. fnatic were just ready for a guns up. They expected it. 3-3, but surely going to be a lead taken by fnatic in just a moment. A map which is meant to be punishing to them. They're looking pretty good. They've obviously done their homework. Oh, up on high, body and Matties combined. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Such a simple round for fnatic. Given the fights, given the 50-50s, and they're just not missing. That's what it's all about. Really simple, really easy, and really good to see. Nice stuff. Eternal Fire scratching their heads a little bit. Back into a lower buy for them, but when they slow things down, they're being caught off by late round Yuto, and they go quick. I mean, guns off, fnatic are ready. I mean, we just saw a couple of rounds ago on another gun round. Woxic pushing the smoke with the orb to try and find an early peek. Afro was there ready for the fight. fnatic have done their research. They know exactly what kind of pace and tempo Eternal Fire like to set. They're beating them at their own game thus far.
More nade damage to kick the round off. Spam successful again. Oh, body, that is ridiculous. Oh, the third as well. Goodness gracious, Eternal Fire just stopped in their tracks. 5 for fnatic, absolutely. Maybe a kill or two for XANTARES. All right, fair enough. Clairvoyant from yours truly, but the round itself is won out by the CT side.
Well, this is Lau looking, you know, really, really good. I mean, there's very little we can complain about over towards fnatic. You know, a bit of a hiccup at the start. Lose the pistol, and it can be a little tough to get going. But once they've had the guns out, sort of chain a couple of rounds together, there's no stopping them. These rounds aren't exactly even looking that close either. Eternal Fire, what is going on, boys? Afro, warp out, Woxic. Are you sure you want to take this fight? Are you sure? Oh, yes, you are. My God. Good night, Sunshine. Afro 6 feet under. Woxic knows exactly what he's looking for. That is a crazy shot.
That is mental. That is a, you know, AWP v AWP battle, but of course
with an AK.
On the AK. But yeah, it's just the AWPers mindset mentality. It's basically just an AWP without a scope, isn't it? You know, you just have to aim on their head or whatever. You know, whatever kind of logic he needed to land that shot, it worked.
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad at all. The question is, can they do anything with it? It's all well and good getting that opening kill. We've seen it happen a couple of times. Get the opening kill and let it slip. Well, Katie's got other ideas. This kid is crisp right now. 9-6. He looks for more, but Matty's Lancer back before Wacadia trades. He's having a round, just one of those. If you let him loose, he can be such a menace to deal with. And the bomb's going towards B. It's bodyy all alone.
Full belt of nades would be great to keep him alive here. He's going to hear two, maybe confirms a third. Clean onto the first, a second as well. Finds good timing. They're back in, and he keeps it going. New box without the molly is such a deadly position. Wacadia on the other side of the map, for goodness sake, he says, what's gone on over there? One man between three of you should not cause this kind of problem. And now bodyy with that full belt of utility is able to buy an awful lot of time. Bomb going to be retrieved. Wacadia with a desperate attempt at the plant. Has to kill bodyy 2 seconds ago. And what a round coming in from the in-game leader of fnatic.
Oh, there's been a couple of kind of question marks about bodyy as well in terms of his fragging ability. You know, he's been putting up some real rough performances. But granted, you don't look towards your in-game leader in terms of the numbers, generally speaking. But he had struggled. That shot is absolutely insane from Woxic, has to be said. Just to take a break in that conversation. And Wacadia, a couple of nice ones as well. But again, right, like you said, from Nubox, never should be given that sort of luxury. The trading, the spacing is poor. Oh, brilliant from bodyy. Nubox bodyy, I hear they call him. Smoke is somehow in spawn. What happened there, lads? That's a misclick, if I've ever seen it. A bit of wasted utility. Bit of pressure on the shoulders for Eternal Fire. They're 3 rounds in the hole. Have a full buy, but not a full set of rifles. Yeah, not too bad. XANTARES goes in silently towards Alps, but they did make noise before jumping, so I'm sure if anybody was near, they would have heard regardless. Nade on towards that smoke. Wacadia with the MAC-10, waiting to pop out.
Matty's spamming away. Not able to find anything just yet. Oh, they're going to go bursting in, though, and they're so ready for this. Woxic does well to even find one, to be honest. Afro keeps it alive around the corner. Beautiful stuff. fnatic cooking with gas now. They keep themselves together. Fist bumps all round. Keita done a job in between maps, it looks like, to just get the energy up and make sure that they keep their heads in this.
Yeah, I mean, words of wisdom feels like an understatement. This guy has revitalized this side. But I think also as well, when you got to think about it, look at the tail end of map number 1. This is just them chaining momentum together. I mean, this is a side fnatic who have, you know, as we saw, picked up a win here already, and it was a good one at that. Our victory over Virtus Pro was no joke. Who, interesting enough as well, VP have just been dropped in towards that last chance for Group A. So, for them, one of those interesting situations where VP with the, you know, the addition, the big man electronic, there's all the question marks. People were saying it was the brewing of a super team, and a super team now finds themselves in the last chance, no room for error over in Group A, which is kind of insane. I don't think many of us would have expected that. So, turn on fire. 7-3. An ultimate round of the half. What do you got for us? You got a pretty hefty investment here. Not a full investment. AK Galil, Mac 10, and a couple of upgrades. The priority you're looking for is a bomb plant. Matty's playing anti. Body going to go up on high. He got a couple of kills in this position earlier, and he should be tested in a second.
Yeah, looks good from here, doesn't it? Body solid for the first. Matty's will be left low. Oh, quick trades are there from Wakadia. He looks good in the middle of the pack right now, doing this quite a lot, finding those bits and pieces in the middle of the round, in the middle of the exchange. Afro trying to slow them down a little with the flashes, but not much that he can do to deny the bomb plant. A fully fledged retake going to be required. Eternal Fire absolutely need this one. Nobody's sticking out as that smoke gets broken. Hits are available. The AWP on the retake, though, ever awkward. Flashes coming round. We'll see if fnatic can make it work. The bomb already about halfway gone. Big bang comes in from the AWP, but it's not quite enough just yet. Wakadia keeps the trades coming. He's actually swapped onto the AWP himself, and he finds a kill with that too. 4 overall for the young gun that continues to impress.
Not bad. Not bad. You know, we do need these sort of moments every now and again, just to really showcase what it's all about. But again, right, I think even this early fight, when you look at it, there is a belt of util to work with over towards the Eternal Fire. They go in for dry peaks here. They could have so easily flashed towards Banana and got both Matty's and Body, no bother. But they lose 2 people before they even get to that point. You're seeing these like small incremental mistakes, which are, you know, obviously easy for us to see, the benefit of hindsight, but they're quite rough to watch. One flash could have completely opened up that round in a much easier way for Eternal Fire. I mean, it's all really good. They got it in the end, so it's fine. We still look at them now, 5-3 in a matter of moments. Afro found the opener. KRIMZ going to deliver on one of his own. After back of these opening 2 kills, you see Body and Matty just double back towards site. They know they do not need to stick around in Banana.
Utility coming out, keeping it basic. Again, going to look to move ahead of the utility, right, and get in there real fast. Matty's playing anti-flash, ready for the fight. Sets up Body, I suppose. Still good that he's alive in and around this back pillar with the annoying smoke, buying time. Flash comes in, it's ineffective, but he finds the kill nonetheless. Woxic alone has to give this his best go. There's no backing out now. And they should have his number. Surrounded. First shot misses, and that will cost his life. 8-4 at the turn of the half. fnatic not messing around. 7 in a row you can see there, folks. So this game ain't over quite yet.
Let's go. The party don't start till I walk in. I tip the valet, no parking. Money talk, what you talking? Once I press play, there ain't no pausing. I can't turn it off, I gotta go. Who rock the crowd? Yeah, I rock the show. I get it jumping, then rock some more.
Cardi jiggling.
He's ahead.
Opportunity, what a shot, what an opener. And Reigns not ready either. Wicardia, a one-man army right now. Takes down Robs.
I got soul, I got flair. I got haters, I don't care. Pretty girls in my lair. If you like the party, then meet me there. I got soul, I got flair. I got haters, I don't care. Pretty girls in my lair. If you like the party.
Right, better. Frozen holding on. Magic down, wide swing, Wicardia. Oh, Dinky Brokey in the smoke and finishes the bomb. That's a lot from Wicardia. Another straight through the smoke. The dude is nuts.
Yeah, bring it back. I got soul, I got flair. I got haters, I don't care. Pretty girls in my lair. If you like the party, then meet me there. I got soul, I got flair. I got haters, I don't care. Pretty girls in my lair. If you like the party, then meet me there.
What is good? Welcome back into the second half here, gamers. We are actually really impressed by what we've seen from fnatic. A fantastic first half from them. Thought that maybe Inferno would be a bit too much of a challenge, but now it is moving on to the T side. This is the hard part for a team that don't find great success here. And indeed, against Eternal Fire, this was one of their favorite maps for a number of years. It is still up towards the top end, and they've picked into it. So you would assume that they have a lovely little game plan to keep the CT side fresh. But yeah, fnatic, very aggressive, very confident, you know, and winning a lot of fights there.
Well, what have we got at Eternal Fire? They won the pistol to start off this map, and then it kind of very quickly went downhill from there. Pushing banana. This works against them. Oh my god, Dink as well on a drop as well, actually go 4. But it is a quad stack here. They might not expect, they know at least one more, but they might not expect 4. That shot, Calyx on the fadeaway. Beauty. As QB gets caught. And actually off the back of it, they're going to double away back towards the A site, and it's just Wakeda who has to lock down the 4. It's a great game though. 14-9 at the moment, and he might just get an opportunity with KD. Yeah, oh, that's messy. Scrappy, and that probably will be the round with it. You know, with it, Calyx is so low.
Yeah, you'd think so. The Moto smoke as well to just keep them at bay, but my goodness, that's a lovely little move from KRIMZ to draw his attention, to just make it difficult for the Julies to get anything done. Really, really solid stuff. Oh, and more from KRIMZ as well. Yeah, they were ultimately, I think, kind of conceding it, to be honest with you, as Calyx is out here holding what he has into the next round. But fnatic winning the pistol, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, this is already... Oh my god, and it gets worse as well. KRIMZ's off at the tail enemy cat. He was low. Had a bit of a rough game. He has, in all fairness. 2 kills to his name is, yes, not good for a first half, but... this has been dicey, hasn't it, right? I mean, feels like fnatic exactly expected what they were getting out of Eternal Fire there, where they preempted a bit of a B swing, and they got exactly that, and then, yeah, flying towards fights. KRIMZ flying across Arcadia's screen and couldn't do anything about it. That's a beaut. That is a beaut, though. But yeah, no, been a bit of a rough display. Calyx is, what, 2-13, and Major's like 3-13. So yeah, it's been rough. Not that they're normally the kind of the two to be looked towards in terms of the pulling away in numbers, but yeah, it's been rough. Yeah, 3-11 for Major. So yeah, it's tough. And even, you know, some of the bigger name players, Woxic 6-11, XANTARES 7-10. I mean, these are super influential players. You know, we just had a team when XANTARES put up a 1.66 rating in map number 1. And now, by his standards, is a pretty quiet display here. fnatic got a 5-round lead. They're making this Inferno look so good. It goes without saying they've absolutely prepared for this because they're reading Eternal Fire like a book.
My question is just like, how long does it last? I don't know
True.
if fnatic will eventually run out of ideas here. We'll start losing rounds on Inferno. Because, yeah, it's 4 rounds, but Eternal Fire, they took the pistol in the first half. There was 7 in a row from fnatic. I think that paints a bleaker picture, doesn't it, really? The rifleage, the shooting back has not been as good from Eternal Fire. They're very ready for this hit, though. Burst coming forwards, MP9, it's so much damage. Can the 5-7 capitalize? A few too many targets. They're working their way in, but unfortunately the MP9s are at range, and XANTARES makes it work for him. He's going to fall, second time of asking, and that should be that Major miles away.
Poor guy. What do you do? Bomb will go down. He's actually just about to fight. Doesn't even realize it. I think he may have just snuck by. Doesn't seem like fnatic have responded to the information. I think Matty's potentially half a second quicker. Could have seen him, but it's not to be. So he'll tuck his head. Look for exits. Another round going the way of fnatic. Fair play. This has got, you know, absolutely got map 3 territory written all over it. And again, not really expected by us. Off the back of map number 1, going the way of Eternal Fire, the mid-overpass looked pretty good. I was thinking this one might be kind of cleaned up on Inferno. This is a map which highlights all the strengths normally towards Eternal Fire, but anything but right now. No one really stepping up, bar that of Arcadia. And obviously, I mean, credit to him. Really, really good display. But yeah. You see bodyy getting happy, getting emotive, which is really a, you know, a good sign. Being the primary kind of vocal point on this team. And Kate's got a pretty easy job as well. He was getting quite, obviously, frustrated with this team. You can see him. He was pretty pissed off. And I don't blame him either. They're making a lot of mistakes on overpass. Different vibe in the camp. 6 rounds. That's the difference we've got here between these two sides. And Eternal Fire, all they've got to work with is 1 MP9. Oh my god, but he might get a couple of kills. Oh my god! I say only an MP9. I meant the MP9. Hang on.
Oh,
hang on.
Oh no. Oh, drawn away by the gun. The P2K. It's in for the kill to keep them alive, though, to keep them on it. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It's bodyy who has to ace it up to win. He can't get his hands onto the bomb. He's looking for this AK. He's not here, though. I think it wouldn't have been Major. That would have been in Banana. Either way, it's gone walkies. He can't find it, so he just has to try and mix things up. Smoke's on top of the bomb. They're going to throw nades in. They're going to try and spam through. He's got it. Oh, he takes a tag there. I think he will have been hurt. So they know that he's got it. XANTARES down below makes easy work of him. And a big, big steal for Eternal Fire there. That could be the spark that lit the flame on this comeback.
Yeah, that's a huge round. I mean, imagine getting a double down Banana. Beautiful. Love it, man. I mean, never expected. It's a great little pot flash coming through from XANTARES as well, fully facilitating him. But it's actually, the first kill that sneaks by is great. It's the second one, the P2K, this one here, Woxic. That kill is so important. In kind of a 3v2 where they're barreling out towards the A site, very manageable. They can get some space, they can get that bomb down. But the fact that the bomb isn't given that luxury of escaping, that's the important thing. So Woxic, you know, being a little quiet, but that's a time to get a kill, if any. Big nade comes down. Matty's gets chunks there. Molotov towards top and on, not doing anything. Looks like they want to go towards A. There's 3 players here for Eternal Fire, so they're sort of ready and waiting for this. But a buyback in for them has to be converted. If you don't find this and you give fnatic a way back in, all that hard work for nothing.
Toxic on the corner here. Might not be the one to take the action. There's 4 across. XANTARES, double spray down. Beautifully done. The follow-up flash results in another double spray down. bodyy and XANTARES coming alive. Exactly what you want if you are Eternal Fire. QB all alone. He could get an AK. He can get the bomb. It seems to be easy pickings, but they are surrounding him here. Vultures waiting for their moment to strike, and Woxic will take it. 6th round comes in. Eternal Fire looking very, very good all of a sudden.
Yeah, they've absolutely picked it up. And it does show as well for Eternal Fire. All it takes is 1 round. You know, for fnatic, you give them 1 little moment and they will absolutely capitalize upon it. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. This is a really good little display. Cater having a conversation with the fellas. Just making sure they don't let it slip. This would be a bad time for this one to start slipping away from you. But yes, XANTARES, this double hit's beaut. Has to be said. Transfer is pretty clean. Arcadia says, well, you can do it. I can do it too. On a worse gun, in fact, in all fairness. Arcadia's having a great game still, man. 17 kills to his name. Especially when a couple of these players have been missing a little bit. He has kept this team competitive. Only 4 rounds in it. With fnatic having a low buy here means realistically Eternal Fire should find a 7 without too many issues. And starts to really open the door to a conversation. Spamming the smoke. Nobody there. XANTARES through the smoke finds bodyy. That's the start they want.
Yeah, looking good. I mean, you would expect as much against the pistols, but still, I mean, Eternal Fire were able to nick one away with mostly pistols, so give respect where it is due. Very quiet here from fnatic. They've lost that first player. They've got a couple flashes, you know, get them into the hands of the same player and just burst forward. So is there one for the corner, or are they fully going for it? Right, they've contacted in round the corner and now just going to flash onto the site. Hope for the best. Ooh, a unforced smoke there from Eternal Fire might give fnatic exactly the parameters that they want.
Yeah. XANTARES. Oh my god, I can think, I mean, he does drop a smoke. It's definitely not where he intended to put it. But it might just work. It's so unorthodox and obviously not meant at all that it might actually just give them a chance. With Arcadia swinging in for a fight. Smadger. And he gets spotted out there, but he will be able to step up. And these pistols being put to bed here. Not too big an issue. KRIMZ spamming away through that weird smoke. Nothing really found out. He will pick up the bomb. He will also lose his head in doing so. Eternal Fire make that pistol round easy. Go out of fnatic, not finding the form. But yeah, nicely done. Simple as. Couple of mistakes where maybe pressure gets to them with the 2 bits of missed util, but yes, thankfully it wasn't a low buy, so they don't get punished for it. On a gun round though, that can't slide. We can't allow those little mistakes to happen because they can be costly. Speaking of gun rounds, there won't be one here. fnatic, once again, another low buy. Basically double eco territory, what they had in terms of their investment. KRIMZ has spotted a couple. He doesn't want to stick around for the welcome buy.
Volley down from Woxic. Pistols again, looking to work their way around the corner as KRIMZ will open up proceedings. 8th round looking ever simple. They'll hold it together at least initially. XANTARES does give a trade back and an AK. You know, we have some armor in the mixture here. I'm going to drop back and maybe look for a different avenue. Oh, okay.
Lucky.
Listen, man, genuinely happens to the best of us. It is, weirdly enough, one of the more unforgiving jumps. I can guarantee there's been more players that have failed that than have failed the, like, short jump on Mirage.
Speak for yourself, buddy. Not the pros over here. Not the Neokais of the world.
Can you do the short jump?
Absolutely not. Give you like 8 tries, maybe.
but apartments, Neokai, I've never seen him fail personally.
Yeah, I can do the apps jump. Do you know what jump I can do?
You do it with your gun out?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I don't know if I can do the silent one consistently. You know, the one that makes like no noise. That one's actually quite difficult. I'll give them that because you have to quite literally get it pixel perfect. Nade. Oh, beautiful nade, it must be said. QB falls. And, well, KRIMZ will clean up on towards Matty's. KRIMZ. What do you got? He only wants to die. He doesn't really care. Let's make sure he is alive at the end of the time. So, 10-8. 2 rounds in it. There's a chance. There is a chance. It looked very unlikely, 3 rounds ago, but a couple in a row that we started to see. We found it by a turn of fire. They really opened the door. But of course, it was a couple of rounds of fnatic with the buys weren't great. Primarily pistols for the last 2. This time, back into the AKs. No AWP, though, for Afro. Got the money. They're going to go quicker as well. Hang on. This could work against them. There's 3 to meet them, but already 1 down.
Lovely find out for fnatic here. Eternal Fire then have got to do something about it. KRIMZ having a rough game. He's sticking in an aggressive spot, though. He will back away, and it's a good job he does so. They were on the way to him, and of course, the return frag from XANTARES up on the corner. Woxic's been waiting for so long to have that angle come off. He can't land the flick, however. Lovely move from fnatic to make sure that that's the first spot that goes. It's KRIMZ on high. Running good for the 1. Still in the runnings here, though. Eternal Fire, despite losing that first player, 2 versus 2 for Wicadia and XANTARES. Nobody else better in this scenario. Kanubi and KRIMZ on the other side of things. KRIMZ going to go down early, though. So it's just QB and Pip. He knows where one of them's at. Where's that second? I mean, the flash has got to have come from the same sort of spot. He can't get either. And Eternal Fire win an important 2v2 to keep the 2-0 dream alive.
It was must win. It really was a must win round coming through. And that's exactly what we want to see. Really decent stuff. Really decent. That retake had to be pulled off. If it wasn't, I think it goes without saying it could have been a very problematic scenario. Starting to once again open itself back up, but it's not to be. It's not the case. So, seems like a timeout being called in. Another big conversation needed for fnatic with Eternal Fire breathing down your neck. You've got them just 1 round behind on a map in which once they snowball, they're so difficult to stop. What do you do? Not looking good. Cater again, back on the mic. Trying his hardest to save this side, but not looking good. The big thing is, though, bomb plant. That's the important one. I'll give them something. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Yes, you've got a bomb plant out, but still a lot more needed before we get comfortable about this side. In the corner. One apiece, in fact. Matty's and Afro will take a tag, but so will Wicadia.
XANTARES will open up here. Oh my goodness. It's stepping up towards the end. XANTARES nearly burns down even. Oh my lord, the damage done to these Eternal Fire players as well. fnatic. Unlucky is the only way to put it. 1 or 2 more bullets could have made a big difference in the early round, but they're still not out of this just yet. Definitely could find the all-important kills. However, they're headed towards A, where they're a bit healthier. KRIMZ gets mollied out as well. fnatic not pulling any punches, not skipping any corners here.
So, in a 4v5 for fnatic, they've got to try and find something out of this. Double AK, triple AK, now a quadders. Matty just picked one up himself. Had a little prior. QB will fall. Now it's a numbers game for Eternal Fire. KRIMZ still in the fate that he was going to group up towards B, but he's sticking around. He's going to go back into his apartments. Nobody was close enough to hear this, though, so it doesn't make a difference. Just Making a move through Boiler. The orb has a chance. The timing is awful. Awful. But he's going to get the kill nonetheless, because that's just classic Woxic things. Bodies goes before the smoke, and that feels like it will cost them. Matty's for one. Good shot. He finds XANTARES. The answer's no. Who sticks up here on towards the box. He knows he got support by how long. He might fall to the hands of KRIMZ, and he will. But look at the time. No more time here. Just do not die after it is all that we care about. As KRIMZ will keep hold of his AK-47 just about. Eternal Fire tie this game right back up. And a 10 apiece. At one point, what were we? 10-4? And look where we are now. 10-all. This has been such a good run. Out of the Eternal Fire side. Yeah, fnatic are seriously floundering.
And I mean, it would have been 11. It should have been 11. It should have been 11. They forced on the Eternal Fire side, and I in my head I saw, you know, a little bit XANTARES went down, and on the player cams see him a bit like, oh my god, you know, and maybe thinking in his head, I was like, maybe they weren't all on board with the forcing idea. Could be the death of them. And then gifted around from above. Oh, KRIMZ going to open up into this round. A half by 4 fnatic looking to go south. Oh my. fnatic. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. Not expecting too much out from this round. Wakadia, lucky to get one. KRIMZ, however, just goes Baron on in. XANTARES was here early. It's one of the things from fnatic's T side. They've not really pressured B a lot at all. The kills have traded back, though. It's a 2 versus 2. Meanwhile, CT, big fight. XANTARES wins it. And KRIMZ spotting out Afro, the last man, trying to get away from him. Oh my god, somehow still alive. Surely can't put him a fight here, but he does. What the hell? That is mental. That is so frustrating to be on the other end of. However, 11 in for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, inching ever closer now. This has been what, you know, it felt like map 3 was, you know, on the lock, right? We kind of already started to make conversations saying this is a guarantee. And no, not at all. This has been really, really solid. 11-10 fnatic. This could be their final full buy as well. This could be the one, the make or break. Lose this, and especially if they're going to get a bomb plant too. They're jumping in towards Galil's primarily. That could be it. KRIMZ has been hurt there on the jump too, so KRIMZ is relaying all its information. He can hear so much.
XANTARES drops back, leaves Major out to dry, but he does manage to find a kill nonetheless. Huge frag. Really, really impactful from Major, who's been a bit quiet this game. Not that he's really been needed. The 3 pieces, Woxic, Wakadia, and of course XANTARES have done their jobs. Smoke goes down, keeping the rest of fnatic at bay. They have to go back to the drawing board. Wakadia with a creep. Drops KRIMZ, the big man from the other side of the equation. fnatic down to just 3.
Wakadia holding from Cubby. 3 versus 5 and a round which is unbelievably important, and Afro gonna get a very important kill. Body full blind. It feels like, yeah, I'm gonna say it is a ruse. They are going still towards the A site, and KRIMZ is ready and waiting. Not of the most of electric games, but he's picking his moments and he's picking them well. On towards the site, KRIMZ gonna get one more. And Body is all that's left. He'll clip out KRIMZ and find his head. He gets a second, and he gives them a chance, but there's just no time. He's got to get it down now. He has to plant. He taps it, and that'll cost him everything. No round. Eternal Fire map point. He might even not survive it. He just about does. 12-10. My, oh my. Another one, which is insane. A close one and a good opportunity by Body, but I think he was just a little bit too far away while he was selling the ruse of a B pop, and I think that actually cost him at the tail end because he couldn't support when KRIMZ started dropping his teammates. What a recovery, man. What a recovery. We had a game which was, you know, looking like it might have been dead in the water at one point. 10-6, and this run of form has been insane.
Matisse goes wild trying to find that first frag. While there's all the utility in, maybe it does work a little as Maja will go down to the flames, but the return damage is huge. They're going to try and make some waves towards A. However, don't tell me we're all going. Okay, no, they will rotate the one off of B there. See whether they can make this work. fnatic just desperate for a round, you know. I really don't think they fully know how to get him. Bodyy playing from the front, but not as much support as he would like, and maybe the calling is just around him rather than deep, rather than strategic, as it sometimes needs to be. We are smoking out long and bursting through apps. No, not quite yet. Uh-oh. QB holding, or KRIMZ with the aggressive spot. He sees the back of a player. He can't quite capitalize. They know there's a player in towards the pit area now. Nade goes in, and that will find Bodyy. Flick misses for Woxic, however. KRIMZ calling desperately for the support. It's just Wakadia. He's dealt with quickly. QB has done everything that is required. XANTARES, not enough HP and not enough real estate to give it a go. He will save.
Has to be done. Has to be done. So, it's one of those things. It's not a big issue in the kind of grand scheme, in the sense they got so much money. However, when you look at the rounds where we had that earlier 10-4 score line, the foundations built up around it were really good. But at the moment, right, this is one of those where it might even just have a little bit of overtime left in the back pockets. fnatic up to an 11th. They should have a bye with 3 staying alive too, so ever important. Just as long as QB doesn't overswing. But yeah, no, he'll tuck his head by the trucks. It's okay. Oh, sigh of relief for fnatic. Really is. They are in one of these situations as well for them where fighting for survival, fighting to stay in this sort of mid-bracket, right? You don't want to be dropping in towards the last chance. It is one of these situations where we are seeing Eternify what they do at their best in terms of backs against the wall, nothing to lose, really testing it. That time, maybe a little bit too much. And we're fighting just a tad. You see XANTARES coming alive as well. He's had a slow first half, but this second half's been incredible. Maja, how is he still alive? They've surely got to expect him, though. So much damage. He's trying to escape Maja, but he's not. He is going to be given the luxury. How do they not hit him? The guy is so low. And it's Wakady's going to find the first, and XANTARES the second. How did Major get out there alive? And how are fnatic down to 3? This is a pretty bad start to this round.
Yeah, they were just gagging to get that frag, you know, following him. And they took the bait. They took the bait massively. Caught in the trap. Killed off quickly. And there ain't no respawns after this one unless the remaining 3 can pull off the impossible. Wakadia with the quick move across to A here. Oh, it's the AWP though. Got to be careful with how you play this. Trying to bait out a shot does not happen. Afro stays cool for his 11th. Threatening a flank behind, and that seems to be what they're going to go for. However, in a rare turn of events for Eternal Fire, the past few rounds, they have had 1 on B, bolstering up A, but for some reason in this round, they decide that they're going to keep those 2 on B, play it conventionally. It's a lovely little switch up in the setup. Maja, he goes down to a nade. The molly, though, will keep them at bay. It's going to buy time for the rotations. They're opting to go through it. XANTARES takes ahead with him before he falls. The bomb has been dropped, and it's been overlooked. They should be able to get it, but it just is banking on enough time. KRIMZ a risky fake out. It draws KRIMZ in. That could be the kill that takes us to overtime here. Woxic against 2. Against the world, it feels like. Finds the first. Where's the second man? He trains into CT, and that'll be overtime. fnatic right at the tail end. Find the rounds out of nowhere, and what a frag. What a read from KRIMZ.
Yeah, ridiculous, man. KRIMZ is so smart. You can see Afro there as well, just acknowledging it. Oh, Jesus. That really, you know, the average player going for a stand-up plant, they're 13 seconds? And he taps on towards that bomb and then re-peeks and finds KRIMZ. God, that is so important. They did have the numbers towards B for a fight. Two guys anchoring the site, just can't hit their shots, and before you know it, game on. Ladies and gents, there's a real world. We could have a third map here as well. This is already, I know it feels like we've been here a while, but this is only map number 2. If fnatic can pick it up and find the form here, who knows what we get. Matisse doesn't spread to him. So he doesn't need to expend his smoke, and he might actually go slightly overlooked here as bodyy gonna find KRIMZ.
Woxic, missed shot. Bodyy goes down. Smoke for him as well, just buying that time, buying that space. Wakadia going wild here as they've not pushed up yet. It's a good move. Is he going to get some support? He might just in a second. Bodyy going to be the first to fall. The bomb has bailed, however, as Matisse indeed, as you talked about 20 seconds ago, found some space. And a bit too much, perhaps. Not sure Madger's going to expect him to be in this deep. Indeed, he gets bested. Again, these are the types of plays you save for the tail ends of games, for the overtimes.
Yeah. I mean, I think especially if you're Woxic here, I don't think it's even worth having a look in. With that 12.5 KOT, you can't buy an AWP 3 rounds in a row if you're losing rounds, so... Is it worth the risk? No. Wacadia's heard QB. Oh, and Woxic going to get caught regardless, so even though they're trying to save that lurk play coming through from KRIMZ is good enough for one. Wakadia will get his response. That could be an AK to work with, which in his hands is pretty deadly, but he keeps the M4 for now. He's so scared about where KRIMZ is. Little do they know, he's above him. Little does he know. KRIMZ towards Boiler. Wakadia not seeing anything. He's waiting for a push out, but it's never coming. Afro's been heard jumping up here by XANTARES. He turns away the worst time. Oh, that is the worst time in the world. Oh, that is unfortunate. That could not have been any closer. But fnatic took us to OT, and that itself felt like it was not really going to be a possibility at one point. And now we see ourselves with fnatic taking the first advantage. What an insane little spot we're finding ourselves in. This is already starting to develop, and you can really see from a 10 off fire how high pressure this situation is.
Super vocal and a little focused in on Major, maybe with a bit of Woxic as well. Potentially losing their cool here. Woxic certainly known as a difficult player to work with from time to time. Madger as well, though. We had it a little bit, didn't we, yesterday when we got him in for the interview. And he said, oh, well, you know, maybe the calls weren't so good.
Yeah.
So maybe getting in his own head here again.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, it feels like for a 10 off fire, just slow it down, back themselves a bit, right? You know, just the individual ability. It's one of the things that makes the side so scary. Right now, fnatic, the system that they're building is really starting to deliver. Molotov and a smoke combo towards top Bernardo. Matty's going to play in it, bodyy playing above it. They should know there isn't too much presence around here. As long as 10 off fire don't over face, they should be fine. And the bomb is still pushing towards B.
Madger getting the smoke down. Molotov as well to follow up. Will split them up. XANTARES at New Box are expecting that. Oh my goodness. So low on the exchanges. A wild run through the smoke, you have to say. fnatic, though, have found this energy and they have taken over the game. They're the ones now finding the kills. They're the ones looking sharp. The bite been taken out. KRIMZ and Madger really getting abused. Woxic has not found a kill in a good 5 or 6 rounds. Obviously, I speak too soon, but he is lagging behind all of a sudden where he was actually with the pack. It's been Wakadia, it's been XANTARES, and there's a little bit in your mind as a player. It's like, if you see XANTARES come up on the kill feed, you're like, oh, cool. That's like 60% of the damage done.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the team just aren't fragging right now.
This is rough. This is really rough. It's look like a completely different side than what we saw on that kind of road to recovery. I mean, they're a side in complete control, and now it looks anything but. They're being just quite simply overwhelmed. And a couple of little mistakes. I mean, Maja, he had util in hand. He was still just pulling out his gun as the swing comes through the smoke. It's such an outlandish push that, you know, push through the smoke as well. Generally speaking, 9 times out of 10, I'd be saying, what the hell are you doing? But at the time, he just gets it perfect. Can't really hate it. Close. XANTARES and KRIMZ getting one apiece to kickstart things. It's KRIMZ who falls. It's Matty's on the other side. Somebody's so important to this team. That's the bomb.
Ooh. Double kill as well in from Woxic. We might just be in for our first Eternal Fire round. KRIMZ all alone, all very low. Surely a goner. Got that smoke down. It gives him some room, but there you go, through the smoke. The stray bullet going to take him down. 14-13. We'll see now. It's the swap over. This is where fnatic looked a little better, to be honest. So I am curious. The Eternal Fire T side lacking, but maybe they've got some strats up their sleeve that they save for times like this.
Let's see. It's been a long time since we've got to see Eternal Fire on that T side, and it wasn't great when we did see it. 24 rounds, what they got, they were really struggling. It was only Wakadia who was popping off, who, I mean, still is. 26 kills to his name, 26 XANTARES too. What they got for us? Afro. With that all. Oh, double nade. One of them catches XANTARES, the other goes D. Oh, and bodyy and Matty's both finding such important kills to crack open Banana. That's massive.
It was an area that fnatic found great success in regulation, if you remember. You know, cast your mind back a good 16 rounds. You know, it's quite a while ago, but all the same, really, really, really solid from them. And they bring it back in the overtime. A blast from the past. Eternal Fire go back in for another pump. But nobody's around, right? There's no kills to trade from to earn things back. Bodyy looking to get the smoke down. Good timing on it. Matty's has rejoined him, but they are feeling it here. They're going to nade onto the smoke, go straight through it. Return flash is pretty damn good, though. And Matty's will see them all off. 15 rounds now. 2 in a row required from Eternal Fire to keep us alive here on Inferno. And this is very, very unexpected in a number of ways, but fnatic just will not die.
I can't believe we're even at this conversation. fnatic, what a response out of them. I mean, I have to give them so much credit. The tail end, 12-10 down, bring us to overtime, then start off overtime well, and then move on towards their CT. A different beast. This is a crazy, crazy run of things. And a third map being on the cards here. Never felt like a possibility. Wakadia and XANTARES got their ideas, though. Can't have it done just yet. Wakadia will double dip for the fight, and Afro will pluck him off, but the number's still there for Eternal Fire. It's already something brewing. Eternal Fire aren't dead just... Oh my god, they're not dead just yet! Matty's, what is that shot? XANTARES gets plucked out of the sky. That's that raggedy mouse mat buff from Matty's there. He said he likes it slow. Well, he slowly peeked as he ripped his head off. Jesus. We're back into a 3 versus 3. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, while you've been reeling in that, there's been a crossover here as well. Afro has managed to get in behind them, sort of, with an AWP. Okay, bro. He's waiting for some markers to move forwards. I mean, he's got a flank. What's KRIMZ doing here, though, is the big question. They're going to take the bomb back towards A. It's been dropped. Oh, and Afro finds them both. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Eternal Fire. They get beaten out by a wild shot, beaten out by some timing, and Afro will capitalize beautifully. Overtime victory for fnatic, staying alive here in the mid group. Goodness me, what a slog. That third map going to be required. Eternal Fire kicking themselves, but they could not convert it. Vertigo up next. Stick with us.